Hey creative friends, welcome to my channel, and here we are with an unboxing. Now I have not done these very much in the past. In fact, I don't think until recently I've ever done any, but I had three things that came up recently that I was interested in. I wanted to learn about them and I wanted to see the quality of the product so that I could show you. So I did the vacuum sealer. Vacuum sealer is so super cool. I love it. And then I did from Dough On, I did the big bowls, which I love them. And the LetPot, which is perfect. I am loving it, especially for my little shamrocks, and I'll show those on a Saturday Happenings because I want to show you the product, and then I want to show you later. I just don't want to throw a product at you and say, there it is, we're done. Now this thing is I'm going to do the review today about the quality of my first impression, and then I'm going to set it up and I'll have to do some follow-up things. But let's take a look. This is from a company called LetPot, so it's LetPot. And this is one of those little hydroponic kind of things. The reason I wanted to see this is because I have one, but it's only, I think, three little spots for herbs, and or plants, and I wanted a bigger one, and this is going to be for 12. So I'm excited about it. I'm going to pull it out of the box. And the reason I'm doing it out of here is because I like to see how it's packaged, first of all. So this is packaged pretty well. And there will be a link for this product. And I am excited. A little piece of paper, I don't know what that is. Oh, it's Packer's Lip. So this is the product. Less worrying, more harvesting. LetPot. And now let me tilt you down a little bit. Let's open this and see what it looks like inside. Looks like the box got a little banged up. But who knows? I'm excited about this. And here's some little stickers. We'll have to see what those are for. Here's some more because there's 12. Oh, those are the little, they got little, you can see how it's kind of got a score mark on there. And there's a whole bunch of them. Life Gardening, Eco-Friendly, Technological. Welcome to the Future Garden, it says. They're on LetPot, LetPot on Facebook. LetPot Garden on Instagram. They're on Pinterest and YouTube. So we'll have to check them out. And then here is the user guide. It's going to tell me exactly what to do with the chemicals, which I'm sure are in there. And then there's a nice user manual. But what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to pull out all the pieces. Then I'll put it together. And I'll come back and show you. Maybe I don't have to do much to put it together. Slide it out. I'm excited about this one. I think it's going to be super cool. And I like the fact that I can have something on the counter with fresh herbs growing in it, because here in the Pacific Northwest we get a lot of rain, and maybe I don't want to go outside in the rain and harvest some basil, you know? You never know. Alright, so then this is the top. I'm going to have to read the instructions because I feel like that's going to come up, but I don't want to do it the wrong way. So let me get some instructions read. I'm going to take all these little pieces of tape off. Now, I'm going to go and check out the user manual and make sure that I don't pull something I shouldn't pull or dislocate something. And so I will be right back. Okay, I wanted to show you. This actually is just, it's not like flimsy. This is pretty sturdy, and when you go to pull it out, it pulls up like a tripod or a selfie stick kind of thing. So that pulls up, and then it raises up to kind of several different heights. Oh, there, I'm pulling it up from the top. There we go. And it's sturdy. It's a tight pull to pull this up. But I want to show you also on the top, it has choices. Your power, and then it has vegetable, flour, and then the pump. And there's actually a Wi-Fi. There's like an app that goes with it. But now I want to show you inside of here real quick. So down in here, this comes off, and here's all your little pods. The reason I love this, have to read about what those are, is because there's 12 little holes for me to grow up to 12 things. And then there's the charger, or the plug-in, and here's your plant food, and then there's some more plant food. You can hear the plant food in there. And then there's the little dirt pods that go in those little cones. there's the tops, and there is another one. So I'm excited about this, but there's a little bit of tape around here holding things down, so I'm going to go take all the tape. Okay, I've gone through the directions, and this is actually pretty cool. So inside here, oops, hang on, I dropped the cap that goes over, there it is. The little cap that goes over where you put the nutrients in. It's on the corner right here. You'll take that off to add water and nutrients after it's set up. But inside, you can see there's a little pump, and there's this white wire, and that wire is for the pump, and it comes around and plugs into the back. And then this other hole is for you to plug it in. So, what it says for me to do is, first of all, I'm going to add water to this, and it has this little cup measurement that's going to go right here, and this little yellow, as the water goes in, that's going to go up, so it's easy to keep an eye. Now, the one I used to have didn't have that. I just had to kind of guess, so I like that about it. So I'm going to go ahead and get that filled up with water for you. The other thing I did was I followed the directions, and I hate reading directions. Usually I try to wing it, but this is important. I got to do it right, because they sent this to me and they want me to grow these herbs in here, and I want to do a good job. So I followed the directions, and I added water to this, and it should be, dissolve these, because these two together are going to mix together into water, a liter, a cap of each is going to mix into a liter to pour in here for nutrients. So it says here that once these are mixed, these are good for 5 months. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fill this up. Now they don't send you seeds, so I had to go out to my greenhouse and grab some of my herb seeds, which is fine. I'm okay with that. And I'm going to put those in these little containers that will go in there, and they're just going to sit in there perfect. This is going to be so good. And I like that they give you the little caps, even some little caps here for to cover over the ones that you're not going to grow anything. Maybe I want to do like just 6 or 8. I can put these caps on there. So that's pretty nice. So now let me get this filled up and get a little liter and put the measurements of this and add it to the water, and we'll get started from there. Alright, now I'm going to mix the liquid. So I'm going to do, I've let this kind of make sure it dissolved in there. And then I am really impressed with several things that are with this that I think are pretty cool. Like these sticks that I got and the little label. These little sticks, there's little holes right here for you to sit next to the pot so that you can kind of have something for the herbs to hang on to, which is really nice. It also tells me, I've got this 1 liter of water, and I'm going to add the fertilizer to it. But it also, in reading through the instructions, it tells you here these little labels are going to go on the top of the little pots, and when the plant starts coming through the little hole, and you've got this little dome on the top, this thing right here, tells you exactly when to remove that. It also has your controls, power, veg, flower, Wi-Fi, and pump. And the cool thing is here, it's going to give you a link, QR code, to download the app so that you can set it up and you can control the whole thing from your phone, which is handy. And it even tells you how to, support the plants, tells you how many minutes or hours a day you should have the light on. And the cool thing, which I like too, the difference it tells you between the vegetables and the flowers is the different lights that are on there. Like it'll have the flower, the LED light will convert to the spectrum red and white, whereas with the vegetable it will be red, blue, and white. So pretty cool. But what I'm going to do now, I'm impressed with their instructions. We'll just say that. So now I'm going to put here, it says a 1 liter is 5 ml of A and 5 ml of B. I'm going to leave the little top. It's got a little spout, but I don't want to take that little foil out because I want to keep this good. So I'm going to look for my little 5 ml. There it is. And I'm going to put this in for 5 months. This will be great. It'll keep for 5 months once it's reconstituted with the water. That's kind of cool. And then of course you can order more of that. So now I want to put this in. And then I'm going to pour this in, and then I will add water until this is to the right height. So, there we go. That's perfect. I'm excited about this little thing. And I'm actually glad they don't have, I'm actually glad that they didn't have seeds, because I would never know how old the seeds are, you know. So now I'm going to fill this up, and then I'm just going to use the gallon that I have and fill it up the rest of the way. Perfect. Now let me do this one here. And we'll fill this up. Let that thing come up. Should be coming up. I might have to get another gallon of water. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get another gallon of water. Okay, there, you can see it came up. I'm going to add just a little bit more. Let it get up there just to the max level. I think that's good. I don't want to overfill it. But there we have it. See that little thing right here? Kind of cool that you can see in there. Perfect. There we go. It's just right. Okay, now I've got the fertilizer in there, I've got the water in there, and now the next thing I'm going to do is, I did take the sponge out, by the way. There's a sponge in there, you take it out and kind of clean it. I already did that. I did that when I was getting the water. But now we're going to take these little pods, and it says, insert the plant pods into the baskets and then put 2 or 3 seeds in each pod. So now I'm going to get my little baskets going here. And it says for faster sprouting to soak them for an hour. So I might stick these in there and let them soak, and then I'll come back and put the seeds in them. Alright, I put the little pods in there and I let them soak so you can see, oops, that they're nice and wet. And now I got these little things came with 6 of these came with the set here. But since I have 8, I went out. My daughter gave me this awesome gardening kit for my birthday, and there was a whole bunch of these in there, and so I used them so that I can label my herbs, so that I know what's growing. And I've got 8 herbs that I'm going to plant, so I'm going to use my Sharpie, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each one, and I'm going to put 2 or 3 seeds in each one of the little holes in the pods. You can see that there's a little hole there for you to put your seeds in. So I'm going to do that, and then I will come back and show you what we do next. Alright, I took this out, and they don't say, I can't find anywhere where this is, but this is perfect to sit down and hold your little planter in while you're putting the seeds in. So I set my little planter there, and I set my little pod in there. I put my cilantro seeds in there, and then I put the sticker over the top, and now I'm going to put the little cap on. And I'm going to put that back in its little hole and put its little name tag right by it so I know what I planted there. Now I'm going to go do all the rest of them, and I will come back.